If you're looking for a workout that strengthens your body, centers your mind, and lifts your mood, Mighty Pilates might be your perfect fit. Here to share more about how Mighty Pilates is helping people feel confident, strong, and inspired are Kelisha and Christy from the Mighty Pilates team. Thank you both so much for being here.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Yes, this is so exciting. And for anyone that doesn't know about Mighty Pilates, give me a background of who you guys are and how you got started.
Yeah, Mighty Pilates was founded in San Francisco in 2009, and we have since opened a plethora of more studios across the state, including the Bay Area and down in LA. We've got a new studio that just opened out in Danville in the East Bay, and we've got a new one coming very soon to West Portal here in the city.
So excited. And Christy, tell me, what would you say sets Mighty Pilates apart? Because there's a lot of Pilates studios out there. Everyone kind of does their different take. So what makes Mighty Pilates really unique?
Mighty Pilates is such a special brand because that beautiful blend between authentic classical Pilates and contemporary, fun, accessible work. So although we have multiple class formats, things like Reform, which are going to be more your classical, we also offer things that are very contemporary, like a booty and core class. And no two classes will ever be the same. So it makes each workout feel totally unique and completely engaging. And isn't that the pain point of working out, right? Boring, inaccessible, not fun. We really want to meet that client that is ready to experience joy and movement.
Yeah, amazing. Okay, I want to break that down a little bit further. So kind of talking more in detail about the workouts. What is it like in taking a class there?
Yeah, we've got an amazing roster of fabulous certified instructors. They all bring their own unique take to Pilates to every single class, while also being able to meet every client where they're at that day, whether it's something going on in their body, maybe they're just in a mood for a more challenging or even easier going class. We've got the options for everybody, and that's what's great about the different types of formats that we offer, from all the way from beginner to the advanced practitioners.
Yeah, incredible. I know we're seeing some footage right there of the studios. Talk about kind of the element that you're creating when you walk in the studio. What do you want everyone to feel?
Oh, immediately we want them to feel how this space is curated to create joy. They're spacious, they're light, they're open. That all creates a sense of wanting to move. The other thing I love about Mighty is, although there are key elements that make a studio feel mighty, our beautiful murals, our welcoming reception space, each studio is also reflective of the community that it's in. These are not cookie cutter studios. It's really going to speak to that place that they exist. The other thing I want to mention is we are a reformer-based studio. So you are going to work on top-of-the-line equipment that is all beautifully created to deepen the practice, whether that's making something more accessible or up-leveling someone for that elite athlete that's looking for an edge.
Yeah, very, very exciting. And you kind of mentioned that each studio is a little bit different based on the neighborhood. You mentioned that Danville is the new location that is open. Congratulations on that.
Very excited.
Talk to me about that space and just how special it is and what you guys are offering the community.
That studio is probably one of my favorite locations. It's got these beautiful French doors that open up that look right over Main Street on, Harts Avenue, which is the main downtown street there. We've got 12 awesome reformers, as well as 2 tower combos for our private. So we do offer private sessions as well as group classes. The space gets the most amazing light, and the mural is just top notch.
Yes, and West Portal will be opening soon. When can people look out for that one opening?
Probably around December.
Okay.
It's coming along, and we're very excited that we'll have 2 rooms, and we're going to actually have 24 reformers in that studio, which is awesome.
Amazing, amazing. Well, you guys brought a couple things here, and I wanted to talk about them and go through them if we can. Again, I think this is just going to speak to the different types of classes that you offer, the different movements that you guys are doing in those classes. So what did you bring here?
So a couple of things you'll see here are our stacked weights. These are really lovely weights that are modular, meaning we can easily change them from being 2 pounds to 4 pounds to 6 pounds.
Wow.
So even within a single workout, a client can make a decision about whether they want to up-level an exercise or take it down a notch. I'm always a little bit surprised at how heavy 2 pounds actually is. We also have our magic circle. This is a resistance ring that is, although obvious to do maybe inner thigh work, there's a whole body of things we can do with the magic circle, again, to create more feedback, more targeted activation in certain muscle groups, and again, just to up-level things for clients that are looking for more intensity. We also have our grip socks, which is a big feature of Mighty. We ask all clients to wear grip socks, keeping things really, really safe. And then, of course, you need a tote bag to carry it all.
Absolutely.
So our Mighty tote.
Yes, okay, incredible. What would you say to someone who maybe has been thinking about trying Pilates and it's going to be their very first class? What do they need to know to come into the studio?
I would say come in with an open mind, trust your instructor. You're there for yourself, and we are just there to guide you and make sure that you leave the studio happier and in a better mood than when you came in.
And what have you seen from clients coming in? Because I know a big part of this is, you know, really inspiring. It's not just about the actual workout, but having people leave feeling more confident. You know, what have you seen from people who come and take your classes?
You know, you spoke to the new client, and that is such a challenging thing to step into a new studio, maybe to put on stretchy black pants for the first time in years, to come and try a workout system that is brand new. But making that leap is really the access point into an incredible fitness modality that creates improved function, more flexibility, more strength, and also just a general better sense of well-being. But I think one of the key things that makes Mighty really different is community. Lovely people at the front desk to greet you, a teacher who's gonna really care for you, understand your issues, help you grow as a mover, and then all these amazing people with you in class, cheering you on, holding you accountable, celebrating the wins.
Yeah, I love that. I kind of told you guys off camera, but I preach to everyone just how much of a difference Pilates makes. Even if you've been doing other workouts, it really changes. And the community that you build, I think, is, you just touched on it, one of the most important things. So congratulations on your new locations.
Thank you.
And thank you for sharing about them. And we look forward to seeing the new location open in West Portal as well.
Yeah.
Can't wait to have you.
Yes, thank you for being here. To learn more or to book your next Pilates class, you can visit mightypilates.com.